Hello, my name is James, and today we're going to be talking about how you can use Google Forms to enter data into your Prima.Law account. A feature unlike any other. From the farthest reaches of the internet galaxy. But what's important about this is it's Google Forms and they're easy to use and they're free or included with your G Suite subscription. Google Forms is so easy to use. They have an online form builder. You add the questions you want. You can say if it's multiple choice, text, etc., checkbox, however you want to do it. Very useful to use. Now, how would you use it? Easy. Do you have an online intake form that you want to use? Maybe just grab some of the basic name, address, phone number stuff so you can automatically create a contact inside Prima. And in whatever other systems you're using, maybe QuickBooks, add one there right away too. Maybe you want to gather some basic eligibility information off of a form off your website or an ad. Maybe you have a referral form on your website itself that you want to use. No problem. You can use all that data now to bring that information. Well, you can use those systems now to bring information into Prima.Law. Let's take a closer look. First, let's go to Google Forms here. This is the form we'll be using in our test today. We're going to grab the basic information, a first name, a middle name, a last name, an email address, and a phone number. Okay, we've designed that. Google Forms are easy to share and use. Simply click the send button and you can send it via email to someone, or you can just grab a link and share the link, or you can embed the HTML tag in a form on your website. So if you use something like Squarespace or Strikingly or WordPress and it says, hey, put your embed HTML code here, you copy, you paste, and it's in there. You're good to go. All right, so let's take a look at the form itself. I already entered some information for it. Let's see if it saved it. Nah, it didn't. So I made a guy named Spencer. We'll go over the details in a minute. Now let's head into Zapier, because that's where all the magic happens, right? So we're going to select Google Forms as our initial app. The option we're going to choose is there's a new response in the spreadsheet. So the way Google Forms works is it takes all the information that goes into a form and it puts it into a spreadsheet when it's submitted. So the terminology, don't get confused by it here, but it says new response in spreadsheet. That's what we're looking for. Choose the account, edit the options. So it's going to be this sheet, this spreadsheet, and this worksheet. We tested the step already. The next thing we want to have happen is we want to create a contact. So choose Prima.Law as your app. Choose the create new contact as the action. Choose your account, and then we're gonna jump right to the template. I've pre-populated this, but go through with the required ones at least. Any data you collect, if it's optional and there's a place here, you can put it in there. But I want you to think of the data in the intake form or the data in a contact as sort of three separate things. You have your basic contact information, their name, their email, their date of birth. You also have their addresses. Now, someone might have multiple addresses when you're dealing with their forms, so we have to store that a little differently in the database, which is why you need a separate action for that after you create the contact. Then you create the address, and then you create the phone number. Phone numbers, of course, are the same way. You might have a mobile, a home, a work, a Skype, whatever number. So that's just part of the database design that we have. So we've matched the first name, the last name, the middle name, the email with the fields that are inside Prima. We actually already tested this one, so we're going to unknown step out of sync. I don't know what that means. Let's do this. Create contact. Now let's test the step here. Continue. All right. It's working. Yeah, we know it's working. So we go to here. We're going to test this one. Yeah, we sent the test already. So then it's time to create that address. So let's jump right to the template, because we selected Prima.Law. We told it we want to create a new address now. Match up the fields with the ones from your Google Forms. And one thing you want to be careful of is the contact ID. The contact ID is going to come from step number 2, where you created the contact. So Zapier says, okay, Prima, you're going to create a contact, and Prima says, okay, I'm creating a contact. It has ID number this. It was created at this time, and it does this and this. The ID number is what we want. So the Prima ID number is what we selected here. Contact. The contact ID number. We matched everything else up, said continue. And there we go, tested. And we do the same with the phone number. Okay, same process. Select prima facie as the action. Select the action to be new phone number. Modify the template here, so you grab the phone number from there. Now, you do have to give it, it has to be some type, and we didn't have that in the form itself, so anything that comes in through here, we're just going to call it a mobile number. For contact ID, again, you're going to grab that from step number 2, and that makes sure that you put that phone number with the right contact inside of Prima, because that ID number is going to match up. That's how we do it. Click continue, and it says, hey, yeah, we sent a test. Do you want to send another one? No, we don't want to send another one. I did that earlier. It works. Let me show you the result. Spencer was the guy that we entered in here. And again, it took 5 minutes because Google Forms is one of the few apps on Zapier where you actually have to wait a few minutes for that Zap to run. It runs every 5 minutes, not every 5 seconds. Now with Prima, all of the stuff on our end triggers and acts instantly. Okay, but there's some apps like Google Forms, because so many people use it, they don't want to overload the system all of a sudden. They just, every 5 minutes, they're going to run it. So if that for some reason is not going to work in your use case or in your scenario, use a different form system. There's plenty of them out there. Just go to Zapier and look. There's like Wufoo Forms, there's Gravity Forms, there's FormStack, there's other paid versions of things that you can use. Or if you have like Squarespace and you're collecting information on your website, this form on a Squarespace webpage will work with Zapier as well. So you can see here we imported the name, we got his email address, the actual address is in here. No previous addresses. Phone number came in as well. And that's exactly what we were expecting. We just had to wait about 5 minutes for that to run. All right, and that's how easy it is to set up information or to enter information into Prima Facie via Google Forms. My name is James Betzel. I'm the CEO and founder of Prima Facie, and Prima Facie is your solution for immigration forms and case management. And it is your solution because it is integratable. We built it to integrate with the best tools out there. Clio, Practice Panther, Zapier, and the 1,400 apps that Zapier works with as well. So you really have your choice of tools nowadays. All right, my name is James Betzel. You have a great night.